The Pope's Exorcist. Father Gabriele Amorth, the Pope's own exorcist, and a gritty, hilarious, pragmatic man on occasion, shows up at a little town in Italy where a man is supposedly moved by a soul. Alongside the neighborhood minister, he goes into the room where the man was restricted. While exorcising the man, he alludes to the soul as Satan and sends it into a pig which was gotten for the expulsion. When the soul enters the pig, Amorth fires it with a shotgun. This episode crosses paths with a congregation court, since he acted without consent from bosses. One council part is a cordial African diocesan, Lumumba, however one is a horrible American cardinal, Sullivan, wary of expulsion and, surprisingly, evil belonging. Amorth answers that underhanded does exist, and that he didn't play out an expulsion, but instead, a mental performance center to help the intellectually upset man. Appalled, Amorth leaves the council. After this, the Pope doles out him to visit a young man named Henry in Spain. Henry, his mom Julia, and his defiant teen sister Amy traveled to Spain from America to claim a puzzling old nunnery which was Henry's dad's only estate to his family after he kicked the bucket in a fender bender, with Henry likewise present. The damaged Henry has not spoken since the mishap. Laborers, who were re-establishing the nunnery so the family could sell it, leave after a vile fire. Henry begins acting strangely, mind tests show nothing unusual. Henry, underhandedly requests a cleric. The nearby dad Escabel shows up, yet Henry manhandles him and says, "Wrong minister." Amorth shows up and enrolls Escabel as a collaborator, however Escabel is undeveloped as an exorcist. Escabel says he has known about Amorth, yet hasn't perused his books. Amorth says, "They're great books." Escabel commits errors as a lesser exorcist from the beginning, including choking Henry when Henry estranges him. The team make different endeavors to exorcise Henry, without progress. Henry's evil presence even has Amy on occasion. Amorth finds Julia has not been a strict devotee since youth, but rather he persuades her to implore. In Rome, the Pope has fallen ill while perusing reports about the Spanish case and is hospitalized. Amorth finds a well on the convent grounds going down to a complex fixed off by the congregation as wickedly hazardous. He observes that a pioneer behind the Spanish investigation was had while being an exorcist, which let him penetrate the congregation and do numerous wrongs, including the probe. Amorth likewise finds the congregation concealed this, and ultimately finds the name of Henry's evil presence, Asmodeus, which will help the expulsion. Amorth and Escabel uncover to one another their own, and vindicate one another's wrongdoings or injuries, that Amorth has responsibility from enduring the Second Great War as an Italian sectarian, and that an insane lady asked Amorth's assistance, and serious self-destruction when he didn't help sufficiently her, and Escabel had extramarital intercourse with young ladies. While this assists them with holding, they are as yet incapable to exorcise Henry, and they have horrendous dreams of the ladies with whom they fizzled. The expulsion succeeds just when Amorth offers himself to be moved by, rings with Henry's formerly expressing that he needs to annihilate Amorth. Amorth attempts to hang himself, however the devil doesn't permit it, favoring that Amorth penetrate and annihilate the congregation. In any case, Escabel assists Amorth with heading out the evil spirit, and satanic appearances looking like the two ladies who upset Amorth and Escabel. The Pope recuperates, as does Henry. The victorious couple visit Rome, and find the distrustful American minister has disappeared in Guam, and been supplanted by Lumumba. Amorth and Escabel are owned up to an exceptional church file of puzzling occasions. Lumumba lets them know they will help go to many other insidious locales, with the assistance of a guide Amorth found at the monastery, to battle Satan. Amorth blissfully says, "We're going to damnation." At last, words on the screen describe anecdotal insights concerning Amorth's ecclesiastical exorcist profession, including that he has composed many books, and the books are great. An after-credits photograph of the genuine Amorth standing out his tongue shows up, alongside his introduction to the world and demise dates.